Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, damsels and dingbats, to another episode of State of Decay. The last time we played around with the Immortal Ed. This time, however, we're going to take our main character out simply because Ed does not have the skills to pay the bills. I have the feeling that the next portions of this game are going to be pretty rough, and I don't want to have to keep running back to where I died to get my crap to carry on from where I left off. And I got the feeling that if I continue to use Ed, that's exactly what's going to happen. So, at this point in the game, I'm just kind of dinking around waiting for the military guy to call me back. So, I'm getting ready to go next door. There's a survivor over there. I'm going to go check in on them.
Meet me as soon as you can. I could use some backup.
Or not. So I go ahead and jack a squad car and roll out to where he's located at, and figure out what he wants. I tend to take the storyline missions a little more seriously and take them and prioritize them over side quests. So that stranger's still sitting in that house.
Shit. Is he still alive?
Yeah, not for long by the look of it.
Gotta get out of here. I can't stay.
Easy, soldier. What happened to you?
I'm too sick. Left me behind. Left all the sick ones behind. Guess that's why they always say, don't drink the water.
We got a term for this in the Army. That term is FUBAR. You better get going.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
For those of you unfamiliar with military slang, FUBAR stands for Fucked Up Beyond All Recognition, which, yeah, I can see it. I don't know why I stood here so long. I think I was waiting to see if he was going to stand back up and attack, because I'm in a zombie killing rage, like I want to kill him. But then I hear noises outside, and I'm like, alright, well, there's zombies outside I can go kill. He's obviously not going to stand back up. So I get out here, and I'm getting ready to get some distance on these guys to start shooting them, and obviously I strayed far enough to...
I've been thinking about what our dying friend said about the water. Right before they locked me out, the science geeks were talking about something they found up at the reservoir. Now I'm thinking we ought to go check it out.
I'm on it.
Let's move out then.
I like how no matter what the mission is, what anybody's saying to her, she's just like, I'm on it. So according to my map, the reservoir is nearby. So I'm just going to hop back in the squad car here and drive on up there. And I guess chauffeur, this guy up there. And take a look at see if maybe we can't advance the plot in the story a little bit. It's I've been playing this game for a while now, and I'm getting ready to see some oh crap, did I go the wrong way? No, it's up here. Okay. No, it's over there. Okay. Anyway, I'm ready to see some plot advancement already. I mean, I'm getting tired of the same old zombie fests. Yeah, I imagine in the real world you wouldn't have that problem.
So what else did you find out? Do you know where the army went?
Bugged out. Well, the ones that weren't sick or hurt, at least. You saw what they did with them. This whole operation's been a chuckle fuck from day one, and your people seem to be the only ones with your heads on the outside of your collective asses. Just sorry your reward for that looks like death by super cholera. You know, when we first set up camp here, the captain designated this as our R&R spot. Short of sitting on our bunks jerking off, all we were allowed to do with our free time was come up here, swim a few laps, and try to pretend MREs were suitable barbecue fodder. In retrospect, I'm not sure which I regret more. I recognize some of this. It's the same shit the Geek Squad was carting around when they were trying to find out what caused this.
What's it do?
Fucked if I know. I'm just a professional bullet stopper. They don't waste big words on me. They must have bailed in a pretty big goddamn hurry to leave all this behind. Let's see if we can get a better look.
Oh shit.
Yeah, succinctly put. Now, it's been a while since I read my field survival manual, but I'm pretty sure dead guys rotting in your water supply is what's known as a bad thing.
We're gonna have to leave the valley, aren't we? We can't keep drinking this.
There's only one way out if you don't have air support. The pass back by the fairgrounds. It links up with the main highway after about 10 miles. Trouble is, the army blocked it off when they left. Probably trying to stop whatever this is from spreading.
Then how do we get out?
I'm not sure yet. I got a couple of leads I can check out. Meantime, your people ought to start stockpiling supplies. I don't know what things will be like on the outside, but I doubt it's good.
Alright, so from this point, I spend a day in-game trying to gather supplies and do what he said, but the hordes have just gone bananas. They're everywhere. They're bigger, they're faster, they're more aggressive. I spend a good portion of the day just trying to defend my home base. We don't have as many people as I'd like to have for one. And I end up wasting a lot of ammo fending these guys off. I suppose I could have gone in and used melee weapons had I been doing it smart. But like I said, I was in kind of a zombie killing blood rage, and I was having fun. So I wasn't thinking about the repercussions of wasting ammo, which I guess in a real zombie apocalypse is not a good thing. These grenades that I'm using out of this grenade launcher here, later on down the road, I will wish that I had those again, because, wow, things just accelerate from this point. But I spend a good amount of, like I said, I spend a good amount of time here killing zombies. Things do eventually calm down enough that we can kind of take a breather and let everyone heal up. But in game, I'm only showing you a short little clip here, but in game, I mean, it took at least, I don't know, it was like half an hour of just zombies all over the city coming straight towards my house. It was nuts. Of course, my lobbing rockets out into the street probably drew most of them, if we're being honest about it. That stranger, I did eventually go over there and get her. She's, that gal right there. She's got, like, ninja swords and stuff like that. She's pretty cool. But, she was camped out next door. Ow! Apparently, when you detonate explosives and your friendly people get caught, you know, the friendly fire, they don't like that, and it actually drops your reputation with people, and they get cranky with you and shit. Now I'm just wasting ammo. I thought I saw some zombies over there. I was trying to be preemptive and take them out at a distance, but we will never know if I was shooting at zombies or floating leaves, I guess. Alright. Right towards the end, just before the calm, things were starting to calm down, and I was getting ready to let my guard down, and then one last push came through. We managed to hold off for the night, and the zombie wave stopped.
Hey, I think we got a plan for getting out of this shithole. Meet us out by the pass, we'll go over it.
And I immediately get drawn back into the main storyline. So, I mean, the tempo, the pace of the game picks up. It goes from, like, what do I do now? I'm bored, to I don't have time to do anything I want to do because, you know, I don't want to make these guys wait. So I managed to get back out here. This is supposedly the exit where we're trying to find a way through so we can get out of the valley.
Alright, here's the situation. This pass is the only way out of the valley, and the army clearly doesn't want us leaving anytime soon.
So why don't we just climb it?
We don't know what's on the other side of that pass. We're going to need food, medicine, transportation. You know, the usual.
So what? We tear it down?
Nah, no way we can tear down this barricade by hand. Zeds would have us for breakfast before we made it 10 feet.
Can we blast our way through? What? I'm thinking outside the box.
No, I like it. It's got a certain devil-may-care panache. So, what's the plan?
I guess we need to find some explosives. Big ones.
What about the other survivors? We can't just abandon them and hope they figure out the problem with the water.
You're right. Start putting out calls to everyone we know. Tell them to get ready to move. We're all getting out of here.
Alright, now I spent...
We might have a problem here.
What's up?
We've been looking through some of the records the army left behind. Looks like before the main force pulled out, a bunch of soldiers got sick. Sounds like the same thing Alan and Pastor Will had. Anyway, they ran out of room in their infirmary, so they started putting the sick anywhere they could find room, including a certain warehouse.
The warehouse I'm heading to right now?
Yeah, that place is gonna be lousy with zombies.
And to think, I actually had hope for this generation.
As I was saying, I went around for a little while trying to figure out where I was supposed to get these explosives before the military guy contacted me and told me about the warehouse they were using as an armory.
Hey, I just got a report from some folks outside Spencer's Mill.
What's up?
So
What's the
I
word?
went ahead and rolled
What's
up here.
I'm on it.
We might actually unfuck ourselves at this rate.
I've been in here earlier with Ed, and I came back to try and get Ed's stuff, and it wasn't here. Last time I was here, there were zombies, but not nearly this many. This is what I mean about everything escalating and picking up. So I am trying to get... There's a building to our right, past these green storage units. And I gotta kind of work my way through this tiny little maze of storage units to get to this building. But I'm bottlenecked here because all these freaking zombies that keep coming out of nowhere. And obviously I'm using a shotgun and some of them are using firearms, and it's just drawing more and more of them. Doesn't look like it's gonna end, so finally I'm like, you know what? Come up here and hit him with a couple more slugs, and then I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna run for it and try to get to the building. I'm hoping I can get in, get the explosives, which I didn't see last time I was in there. I mean, obviously it's one of those story things where it doesn't spawn until you're supposed to go get it. I mean, obviously if I had access to a big chunk of C4, I probably would have used it well before now. But I know how to get in there. Like I said, I've been in here before. I'm really hoping at this point that I had access to that SWAT team again, because I didn't think at that point that these soldiers were going to follow me. I thought they were going to sit back and fight that horde back there. But I got lucky. They stayed on me. And the horde stayed on the one guy that was back there. Oh, great. This is the big bastard I was telling you about that takes out your vehicle. You can't run them down. Not only is there one of those, but apparently there was one of those exploding gas zombies too. Those are fun. I got to get past this block. I have to get through here to the building, but apparently you can't run through gas in this game. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place here. And as you can see, I almost died. I'm just waiting for that gas to clear out enough so that I can get through here and get to this building. Finally managed to get this blockade cleared out. And now there's a screamer somewhere. And we're still trying to kill this big bastard. I'm thinking, we gotta kill this guy before the screamer draws all the other zombies into
Almost
place.
out.
My hit points are low, so I gotta address that. I'm almost out of ammo on my firearm, so I gotta switch to my... I think that was an Uzi. So I'm ready to go. And the building's just right here around the corner.
Back me up.
Since there were so many zombies outside that I was, that weren't there before, I was a little leery.
Swing wide. We got zombies to the left.
A little leery about just charging inside, because I knew there had to be quite a few inside too. Now, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's a good thing that I didn't go
Open.
kamikaze into the building, because I probably would have died. There were enough of them, they would have taken me out easy enough. So I'm just kind of trying to take my time and let the meatheads here keep up with me. Still, no reinforcements. No, at this point, I want to go in with as many as possible. Get in, get the bomb, and get out. Because I got to get back through all this crap to get to the car with the bomb. I don't know where the bomb's at, mind you. It's in the building somewhere. And like I said, I've been in here before. And I'm thinking, well, where haven't I been? Where could it possibly be? Now, I hadn't been down that ramp there.
I want to swing wide. We got zombies to the left.
So I still don't know where that ramp leading down goes. But I found the screamers. Figure, let's take care of these because I don't want them causing problems later. This zombie was hiding under the table trying to be all slick. Didn't work. Then I noticed this gate's open. This gate was not open last time I was here. So it's got that little electronic control thing on it. So I'm like, well, that must be something important in here. Where's the bomb? No, you go away. This door's open. Is there something in here? Alright. Well. Looks like bomb stuff. Oh, it was. Now I gotta get
Bingo.
back
That's
out.
exactly what we need.
Roger that. I'll take care of these. You go make sure you and your people are all stocked up and ready to blow this shit stand.
Okay, so I'm thinking at this point, I don't want to fight my way out. I don't have any medicine left. I only at half hit points. I don't want to lose this character this close to the end of the game. So, other than this one little guy here, I'm thinking, alright, let's just get out. Let's just run. If we run into any zombies, just get past them, get to the car, and get gone. Thankfully, there weren't a whole lot of zombies. I mean, there were a couple little stragglers here. The only reason I fought this guy was because I wasn't coordinated to get through the gate. I ended up running into it. And of course, when I stopped to kill him, this guy had to show up. But eventually, I do get outside, and I get in my car, and I get the hell out of Dodge, and I make my way back to town. I said go back to town and make sure everyone's ready to go. I don't know what that means. But I do know it means go back to base. So I make my way back to base. Haven't heard anything from anybody from base. They said they were going to contact outside people and let them know about the water and they were going to get everything ready, but other than that, I haven't heard anything from them since. I don't know if they've been taken over by another zombie swarm or what.
I got nothing left.
So I'm coming in here a little apprehensive, wondering what's going on. But everything's okay. Everyone's fine, even though they left the gate open again. So I'm going to drop some stuff off and resupply, and we get the go-ahead. Everyone's ready to go. Everyone's at the... they've taken the bomb to the pass, and we're ready to go. So I load up on as much ammo as I can carry, and I head back up. And I am totally absorbed in the plot right now. Like, at the time, I did not realize this was the end of the game.
Okay, this is it. Needless to say, this kind of explosion's gonna raise 7 different kinds of hell, so if you've got any unfinished business, now's the time. Alright, I'm gonna set the charges. Cover my ass. I'm guessing nobody else here knows how to set blasting charges so they'll actually take down the barricade without collapsing the pass.
Now, like I said in previous videos for this, I had played this in the past. I had gotten quite a ways. I made it to Marshall. I used that house. And I had spent a lot more time. I was more thorough about doing side missions and looting houses and stuff
We'll
like
be on
that.
soon if we keep going this way.
Advancing my base. So I didn't make it this far. I lost interest in the game. I don't know if I just got distracted by something else or if I got bored with all the zombie killing. But I did not make it this far. So like I said, I did not at this point know this was the end of the game. All I knew was that I was totally sucked into it. I want to see what happens next. I'm ready to go.
Better
And
make these count.
now I'm out of ammo already. I just loaded up on ammo. Now, granted, I didn't get the good ammo because I had just wasted all of my reputation going through all those explosives and whatnot during the when the hordes were invading the house. So I wasn't able to pick up like a lot of good stuff, but I did come up with a lot of ammo. And now, you know, I'm out of ammo already. So I have to resort to like melee combat, which I'm not worried because this character's got a lot of melee time in. She's good at what she does. So I'm not worried at all. I'm just wondering how long is this going to take. Okay, well, then the zombies really start stacking up. I'm trying to get back towards my allies to kind of get a little bit of backup here. I'm good, but there's only so much I can handle, and what are my limits? You know, well, I'm gonna find out here real quick. My hit points are almost gone. My stamina's gone. They're pushing me in the wrong direction. My allies are back there shooting at other hordes and can't come help me. And that's it for my main character, you know. I knew it was gonna happen sooner or later. And, you know, I had a moment where I was like, maybe I can exit the game fast enough it won't save and I can come back and try that again. But obviously I was too slow, so I ended up having to... You know, I went through almost all of the characters in my home base. All of the guys, almost all of the gals, everybody died. This mission was a pain in the
didn't
butt.
join us until pretty late in this whole thing, but right from the beginning she was one of us. She really cared. Not just about surviving, but about doing the right thing. I wish I'd gotten to know her better.
Finally, I got down to this chick that I just rescued, the ninja chick, and I grab a little car and I scoot back up there. And it's a long fight. I end up jamming my gun long before I run out of ammo. I didn't realize that you could unjam it. Here, what I'm trying to do is like, I need to get a car in there. Somehow, I need to get a car in there so that I don't have to use guns and I don't have to put myself at risk. I can just run over these zombies. And I am hell-bent on getting this car in there. And guess what? I get this car in here. So I'm all like, bring it, bitches. This character may not have any skills because I've never played her before. And she may not have the best gear because I don't have the rep to, like, get any. I mean, it's in my inventory. I have collected it,
I'm
but
bringing this stuff home.
the system requires
We'll be
that you
ready.
have to use a reputation to draw it back out. And this character didn't have it. So I was like, okay, fine. I'm just going to use this car. It won't last long, but it should help me get through the largest portion of the horde. And then I can use my gun and my swords to finish off.
Okay,
I'm not
this
going to
is it.
show you the whole fight again. I'm just going to show you some highlights here. But I end up jamming my gun like right at the beginning of the fight. And I didn't realize, it says if you press R you can unjam your weapon. And I wasn't paying attention. I was focusing more on not dying. This character's got no hit points. He hasn't got the strongest weapon. I had to do a lot of duck and run and hide and guerrilla style tactics to get in here. And I lost about a third of my hit points, but I managed through the rest of the fight to not get hit by anything. You know, I was using the computer controlled characters as cover and letting them attack something. Then I'd go in and attack what they were attacking, so as the gamers would say, not draw aggro. But I managed to get through the fight without losing any more hit points, without dying, and it was pretty cool. I did take some time to go out and level my cardio a lot before I came up here to do this, because the cardio, every time you swing your sword, it uses stamina. And I knew I was going to be swinging this sword a lot, because I couldn't get ammo. So I went out and I boosted my cardio all the way up, which is why my stamina was barely moving. But at this point, I am well beyond where I was with the other character.
Everybody clear? Okay. Fire in the hole! Well, shit.
What happened?
Let me put it in technical terms. No boom. Must be a problem with the detonator. Keep these assholes off me while I go check.
Now my hit points are coming back slowly at this
The detonator's
point.
shot, or else the receiver is. Bottom... What is this, an action movie? This is C4 we're talking about here. You can light it on fire and it won't go off. It only detonates if you hit it with an electrical current.
So what? We're trapped?
Well, unless somebody walks up to the bomb, rips the electrical leads out of the detonator and jams them into the charge by hand, yeah.
I'll do it.
What?
I'll set it off.
No, you
Look,
can't.
I'm living on borrowed time as it is. It's not like anyone's still making the meds I need, right? Please. I'd rather go out like this than lying delirious in a bed somewhere.
Sorry, kid. If we're going by who's dying first, I got you beat by at least a few months. Besides, you wouldn't even know which end of the wire to strip.
You sure about this?
Christ, no. I want to live. But, well, since that's not looking too likely, I might as well be the guy you tell your grandkids about.
Now, I don't know
Hey.
why it didn't record.
You assholes better build a statue of me.
But when he asked, what is this, an action movie, one of us asked, can we just shoot it and make it go off? And he went through that whole spiel, but apparently it didn't record for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, as I was saying, my hit points did come back slowly, but I did take some fairly major damage. And if you take really bad wounds, it drops your, basically your maximum hit points. So that's why I'm still stuck at 2/3.
Let's move! Wait a minute.
Lily, we don't have time.
Just a second.
What is that?
I wanted to leave something behind for the people that didn't make it. Even if nobody knows what it means but us, they deserve to be remembered.
Come on, Lil. Mother of God.
What do we do now?
We go to work.
And that is the end of State of Decay. Now, I did skip a lot of side quests and mini missions and stuff like that. So, there's still a lot of content that you can experience if you want to go play this yourself. I may do another video or two here in the near future checking out the other game modes. We'll see if I have time to take care of that. If I do, I'll post those for you. Until then, though, we are out of time, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I've been your host, DM Renavion, saying thank you for joining us for this. Stay safe. Have fun. I'm out.